What is going on, buddy?
Hello!
It is Pixabonners here, and welcome back to Virtue's Leaderboard. When we left off, the three of us went through the PEC, if you will, and escaped from that with all the
Clover's listening very
chaos
intently
that was
to
in
you.
there. Thank you. Just like the audience is shocked. Oh
She's
my
like,
God, he's so right. Tamia's like, the fuck is this guy on about? Why is he doing a monologue to people that don't exist? Anyways, obviously,
It's fascinating watching him do this all the time.
Dio has done the Dio thing and opened up the door again, I'm going to assume. So let's go ahead and see how this is going.
Dio opened up the Dior.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
He doesn't deserve good puns, okay?
No, he doesn't. But we can't even do anything to kill him in this game. But we know what he's gonna do now. He's gonna vote betray on whoever the hell's on the other side. No, I don't think. No, Quark's not in with them. I don't think with Dio. Trying to remember all the teams. It's almost like we saw them yesterday. But who knows at this point, dude? The teams change every single time. And it gets to my brain. My brain can't remember things. But I know the people that we're with.
It's so funny how, like, everyone that he's gone against in the AB games has always been betray except for Luna. It's always ally with Luna. He can't bring himself to do it.
Well, no, I think he has before.
No,
No?
he has not.
Huh. I don't know then.
It's fascinating.
We return to the Flore warehouse to find only two people waiting for us. Okay. Who'd gone through the red door. And Dio, who'd gone through the green door.
Where's Quark?
We took him to the infirmary. At the moment, Alice, Phi, and Luna are looking after him.
Is he all right?
I don't know if I would describe him as all right, but apparently his condition has not worsened. if
Or
that's what you
has
mean.
he?
He is still resting.
I mean, I don't think he's ever voted ally. He constantly, if he votes betray.
Yeah.
However, we...
Good. I'm going to the
okay.
infirmary.
Tenmyoji, please,
Oh,
wait.
bye.
Oh,
Tenmyoji ignored Kay and took off at a run through the yellow door.
well,
All right. I couldn't kill you if you tried because you betrayed me last time.
Oh dear. He's gone. There was something I needed to tell him.
Well, it's not like it matters. The girls will just tell him when he gets there. He ought to calm down once he's seen the kid.
Tell him what?
Yeah.
Clover and I looked at one another, eyebrows raised.
What are they going to tell him?
Well, you see,
He's killed himself.
what?
What?
You found virus medicine in the laboratory?
Oh.
yes. Unfortunately, we found only a single vial.
Then we can cure Quark's Radical
So
6.
it would seem.
So it would seem.
There you go. Well, I guess we should head over to the infirmary and see how he's doing. Come on, let's go.
Behind you.
And those two are just like, well, I don't quite care, so I'm just going to be here.
He should be fine now. It might take some time for him to recover fully, but the worst is over.
Luna!
Luna's voice was quiet as she stepped back from Quark.
Luna's voice was alive.
She held an injection gun with an empty vial. Delicately, she placed it back on the cabinet. Quark had been laid out on a crude cot and was still sound asleep. His breathing was even and his expression was peaceful. He looked like any other child, sleeping soundly after a long day of doing whatever it is children do to amuse themselves.
Play?
Any trace of the insanity he'd shown
Legos?
earlier was nowhere to be found.
Legos.
Connects.
No, Lego.
Yes. We analyzed the vial and confirmed that it was definitely Excelivir.
Lego.
Bionicles.
Lego Star Wars.
Bionicles.
Both.
Those are the cool Legos.
Now that I've administered it,
The Excelivir should eradicate the virus completely given enough time, right?
This doesn't mean Alice is still gonna snap and now no one can save her.
yes,
So
that should be the case.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, what a relief.
you just wait 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's see if you keep
Things
saying
were
that,
looking
Alice.
pretty sketchy there for a while, that's for sure.
I felt some of the tension disappear from my shoulders, and I let out a breath I hadn't realized I'd been holding. We weren't out of the woods yet, but at least Quark was safe. Tenmyoji let out a long, shaky sigh and lowered himself onto one of the empty beds. He rubbed his hands wearily across his face, and I thought I saw the glint of tears.
Alice, you and Kay, I don't know what to say other than thanks. You saved his life. I don't know the words to tell you how much that means to me.
Oh, please. It was nothing, really. We just happened to be the ones who went through the red door.
Where is Kay? He's not in here.
He's still in the warehouse.
Did you not recognize him? He told you? Okay.
Dio and Kay stayed behind.
They went there to wait for you guys while we came back here.
Yeah, we met them,
We figured
Tenmyoji.
someone should explain what was going on so you wouldn't come back to an empty warehouse.
So Dio and Kay were the ones who opened the AB gates?
Not both of them. There was only one door open.
Huh.
Well, we should get back and tell them how Quark's doing. Kay will want to know at least.
Yeah, you're right. I nodded and headed back toward the other side of the room. I was nearly there when Tenmyoji suddenly spoke.
That's right.
Huh?
You know that memory card we found?
Oh, this thing.
God.
Yeah. I think I know how we can take a look at what's on it.
The
What,
infirmary.
you don't remember? There was a memory card just like it that we used to solve the puzzles in here.
Yeah, he's right. There's a slot next to the screen. It should work for this one, too.
What's it gonna be?
Yeah, there it is. Right, yeah. Well, let's give it a shot.
Yeah, I want to see what's on it.
Okay, just give me a minute here. I always put it upside down first. I slid the card in the slot next to the screen. No sooner had I done so than an image of a waveform popped up on the screen.
Is there
Whoa.
an audio file on here?
Interesting.
Why don't we turn up the volume a bit?
Turn up the volume. Luna tapped a few things on the screen, and a bar began to move across the screen. Before long, a voice drifted out of the speakers.
This is Control. How's it going over there? Bet you missed the sound of my voice, huh? Well, I gotta be honest. It's getting pretty lonely over here, too. Feeling kind of like howling at the moon, lone wolf style. Speaking of which, I'm looking at it right now. The old girl is beautiful. Never seen a moon this full. And that color. Whew. Tonight's that eclipse, remember? What a way to end 2028, huh? The moon's this amazing red. If it wasn't so beautiful, it'd be kind of ominous. Wish you guys could see it too, but... sorry, forgot. You're supposed to be on Mars, aren't you? So, how are Phobos and Deimos looking right now? Sure hope I'll get to look up at them someday too. Anyway, over. Hey, something wrong? Talk to me, guys. What? You gonna play hard to get because we haven't talked in so long? Enough jokes, all right? Knock it off. Where are you guys? Is there something wrong with the radio? You're saying everything's green? Well then, what the hell's going on here? Why aren't they responding? No, the video feed's online. Look, you can see all 9 of them, 3 at each table. What? Someone hacked our feed? What do you mean this isn't live? An old clip on repeat? Who would do that? What in the hell is happening here? This is Control. I repeat, this is Control. Please come in. I'm asking you to respond.
This is...
Oh, thank God. You really had me worried there. What happened?
That sounds like Fi.
6 of us are... dead.
Or maybe not.
What?
Counting myself, there are only 3 left.
No, it sounds like... Because that sound... I mean, I don't know if they're doing a recycled voice or not, because that's Laura Bailey. Which would be Luna, but a much different... It's her usual register, not the higher up register.
Yeah.
Why are...
They were killed.
What?
I guess you could say I killed them. No, that's not quite right. Not just them. Not just these 6. All of them. All 6 billion. Soon, I will have killed 6 billion people.
Are you there? Respond! Damn it. This is Control. I repeat, this is situation. We have an unconfirmed report of 6 deceased test subjects. Deploy rescue and escort teams to the test site immediately. Shit. What the hell happened in there?
Well, there's a lot in that one.
Huh.
Is that it? Also, let me just say this.
Mars,
I was
not the
right,
moon.
but wrong at the same. We're on a moon of Mars. That's why the moon in the sky is red. It's not an eclipse. It's fucking Mars. Because the eclipse already happened. The eclipse, not even relevant anymore. We've got that. It already happened. That's in the past. An eclipsed moon in the sky is not possible. That red eclipsed moon that we see is Mars. And that's why, like you said, Earth has a very specific way to it. Mars, very dusty planet, full of craters, the mountains, all that kind of stuff. We're on one of the moons of Mars. Anyways.
Yes.
It seems too red to be.
No.
Like, it was blood red. Mars is not blood red.
Well, who knows what Mars looks like for one of Mars's moons? Any ideas?
Any ideas what it looks like?
I got only frowns and shaking heads in response. Only one person showed a reaction other than stunned confusion. Hey, buddy. Tenmyoji. Long after the audio ended, he stared at the screen, deep in thought. Are you the official that we heard on the other end of the line? Much younger, many, many years ago, when things first went wrong?
Do you know something, Tenmyoji?
Yeah, I think I know what that was. It's probably a transmission from the Mars mission test site.
Mars? I'm sorry, what? You mean some kind of space travel?
What kind of test site was it?
Did you know that the government is developing spaceships with particle annihilation engines? These ships would be able to get humans to Mars a lot faster than old chemical rockets. But they don't want to just send a manned Mars mission off half-cocked. That was the idea behind this test. They built a whole complex on this old Air Force base in Nevada. The idea was that it would be a simulation of a manned mission to Mars with a crew of 9 men and women. They'd monitor the whole thing and use that data to plan the real mission.
So what we just listened to was a transmission from that project?
Yeah.
Why is something like that here?
Don't know why. We found it in the safe. No explanation. Dollars to donuts, it's got something to do with Zero's plan.
You mean we were meant to hear what was on that card?
Yeah.
It's all very interesting, but how exactly do you know about all this?
Oh, about the simulated Mars mission?
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty,
I was involved with the project.
Involved?
Now, the intent was to create as accurate a simulation as possible. That meant we'd need to simulate the radio silence we'd experienced during conjunction.
What's a conjunction?
It means two things in space are close to each other. In this case, we're talking about a superior conjunction, where Mars and Earth are on the exact opposite sides of the Sun. So unless we've got some sort of relay, there'll be a period of time where we won't be able to communicate with each other. What we heard on that card was when the simulated conjunction was scheduled to end.
That's when they died.
No, we don't know that. They could have died long before that conversation. All we know is that's when it was discovered.
So 6 of the test subjects died, right?
Yeah.
Well, do you remember what she said? There was something about how she didn't just kill 6 people. She said 6 billion. What the heck did she mean by that?
Just what the hell happened there?
Tenmyoji frowned and looked down at the floor.
6 billion is most of the Earth.
That would be Earth's population. So did they somehow trigger Radical 6 on Earth? With the great, it was a simulated mission, which meant that it did still happen in the test site in Nevada. So like the space thing doesn't matter. But I guess that means that Radical 6 emanated from here. That would be the assumption. Is that 6 people died of Radical 6, but it also is going to kill the human race out, which is very interesting. Of whatever happened in the original test site. I feel
I'm still skeptical about the fact that you think that we're in space.
I think that we are indeed in...
Because that was a space thing, but that doesn't mean that they were in space. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, the
This-
test indeed took place on the ground
Yes.
in Nevada.
Yes.
I think that someone afterwards, the Zero and everyone involved in all that, Zero's senior and junior and all that, launched the actual thing. And we're in space. Because it's really weird now because we know that the eclipse is no longer relevant because that happened. Us waking up to another eclipse, but then if you actually know lunar eclipses, then you know that positioning is very important for eclipses.
Ow, my ears.
That you can only appropriately see it based off of small spaces of land on the actual Earth. And I think that lunar eclipses like come around to the same spots. It's not very often.
Why'd you
But
feel the need to
anyways,
go that high?
I don't know. My brain works in weird ways.
Yeah.
But
my brain didn't like it.
every time your friend looked down on the floor, paced. I don't know if I said that, but at last he stopped, raised his head, and spoke.
The truth is that there's a chance a virus escaped from the test site.
A virus? Wait, you don't mean...
Yeah, Radical 6.
There it is.
What? How can that be?
I'm just telling you what I know, okay? Nobody's sure how Radical 6 got in there in the first place, but one of the subjects might have been infected when they entered. Or the virus itself might have been an intentional part of the simulation. The test site deaths became the index case for a pandemic. Anyway, prevailing wisdom says it got out somehow. And once it was out, it spread pretty quick. All across the planet.
And it killed 6 billion people?
No, not directly. Best numbers put only a third or so of those deaths as directly caused by Radical 6. The other 4 billion died from the collapse caused by the deaths of that first third.
Fair.
The whole world just fell apart.
If 2 billion people died, yeah, the world would fall apart. We saw it happen already.
Yep.
Not was anywhere close to this level, but wow, damn, I have a lot of questions. I always have a lot of questions. I don't even know where to start. I feel like I said this 5 times by now. I don't even know where to start knowing where to start. Well, no, take that back. Explain that date. Unless I heard this wrong, the day Radical 6 got out was December 31st, 2028. But the day I got grabbed by the guy in the gas mask was December 25th, 2028.
Me too. Christmas Day.
I was kidnapped on Christmas, too.
Clover and I were taken 3 days earlier, on the 22nd.
Yeah.
Then you see what I'm saying, right? That recording was made close to a week after we were all picked up. What the hell is going on here? That thing is from the future. Well, actually.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
We can talk about this later.
All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed,
any non-voting parties will automatically ally. All right.
We're out of time. We need to go back to the warehouse.
I mean, we still got 10 minutes, but we haven't answered.
Don't care. I need more than 10 minutes to explain everything.
We've heard that
Half-assing is
before.
just gonna make you more confused. Now get moving.
But
It's enough.
Oh,
Shut your
okay.
damn
Oh,
hole.
oh,
I'm picking
oh.
betray.
oh my
Holy
god.
shit.
Come on now.
Jesus, man, you're gonna kill me.
Fine. Do what you want, but I need to get back to the AB rooms. I'd like to stay with Quark, but he seems to be doing all right.
I'll stay here with him. Fi can do the voting for our pair. I can trust her. Is that all right with you?
Yeah, sure.
Well, if you'd be willing to do that, I'd be much obliged. Thanks, Luna. Take good care of him.
Of course. I'll make sure everything goes fine.
So you're not gonna betray me and Clover, right? Someone just gave her one last nod and turned and dashed out of the infirmary. Huh. Well, that's that, I guess. We should probably be going too.
Yes. We'll just have to wait to hear the rest of what he has to say later.
I'd rather just get it all out in the open now, but there's not much we can do.
Let's get going then.
we return to the warehouse to find only Kay. I explain what had happened with Quark, then glanced around the room. Hey, where's Dio?
He's gone into his AB room.
Oh, fucking course.
Already?
Indeed.
Then he opened the first AB gate, right?
Of course.
This is bad. I won't be able to talk with him. This is going to limit my choices.
You've only got one BP left, don't you?
Yeah. Luna's the same.
If Vi chooses ally and Dio picks betray...
Phi and Luna will be penalized.
I don't have a choice. I'll have to pick betray. The risk with ally is just too high.
Yep.
Hey, Alice, don't you have one BP too?
That's right. But Kay and I will be playing against Quark.
And he'll just default to ally. I guess you don't need to worry about getting penalized then,
Just don't kill the kid. What if Alice and Kay choose betray?
You needn't worry. That will not happen.
I've heard this 10,000 times, guys.
You have told me Quark is recovering. He is still weak.
Got trust issues.
Moreover, he is only a child. To betray an innocent child would be...
Yeah, that would be unthinkable. Even if you ignore his age or condition, it's hardly fair to take advantage of someone who can't vote.
So you'll vote to ally?
Yes.
Of course.
Well then, shall we go?
Yes.
Kay and Alice nodded to one another and disappeared into the AB room, second from the right. Without saying anything, Phi turned and walked into the room just left of theirs. That left only myself, Clover, and Tenmyoji.
Do you remember what you said to me when you chose the blue door? Something about how you'd convince me to choose ally? Seems like now would be the time to let me know how you're going to convince me.
Damn.
Well, it's not that complicated. I promise you that Clover and I will vote ally. That's it, pretty much.
I see. And you figure I'll believe you because you've only got one BP. Once you've told me that you plan to ally, I won't be able to choose betray. Since if you're telling the truth...
You'll kill me.
Not a bad plan, but it assumes that I've taken killing you off the table.
Damn.
Seems like a risky bet for you.
I disagree.
Why is that?
Clover's BP is 6. If you ally and we betray, then she'd have enough points to escape, right? She could run off through the number 9 door as soon as this round is over.
I'd never...
That's easy for you to say. But think about it from my perspective. Sure, you might not, but you also might. If I guess wrong, that's a pretty big loss for me.
Well, what if Clover tries to seduce you to get what she wants?
What?
Huh?
What?
It's just an example. What I'm trying to say is that once you two are in that room, Clover might try and make some sort of bargain with you. I'm asking what you're going to do if that happens. Are you sure you'll still choose ally?
Seduce me, huh?
Oh my god.
Hey! What are you staring at, you perv? There's no way on Earth I'd do anything like that.
What about on Mars, one of Mars's moons?
Oh my god.
In your dreams, creep.
Well, fine. Well, that's that then. Not gonna lie though, I'm a little disappointed.
So I can trust you. You're gonna choose ally.
Yeah.
You can trust us.
Promise.
Of course.
We promise.
Cross my heart, hope to I don't want to die.
All right. I guess I'll vote ally too then.
3 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Of course, and then...
Well, looks like we don't have much time left. I'm trusting you.
Thanks. I'm trusting you too. Tenmyoji gave us a curt nod, then turned and strode into the second AB room from the left. Right, well, let's get to it.
Yeah.
Slide the key. Walk on in. My brains are running. The theories are in.
The theories are in.
I've got a wild one that may ironically not be too wild in a way.
A singular
Hey,
wild
Sigma,
one?
I wanted to ask you something.
Oh, what? What's up?
Could you pick Betray for me?
I think she's kidding.
What?
I mean, I could try and, like, tackle you. But you're so big and strong, you'd probably just throw me on the ground and that'd be it.
This is a bit,
well,
right?
So I thought I might as well just ask you really nicely. Oh, I mean, I'd be happy to, pay you back. If you just pick Betray for me, then I'll listen to anything you say.
This is a bit, right?
Anything?
Yep, anything.
Or being
So
played
think
for
carefully,
fools.
Okay? If you choose Ally, you're trusting him with your life.
Yeah, if he chooses betray, it's all over.
Huh? Are you really, really sure you can trust that old fart?
Hey, now, that's not very
The
nice.
only safe choice is to pick Betray.
But if he chooses ally and we don't...
Then I'll have 9 BP. But you don't need to worry about that. Even if I do get 9 BP, I won't just go and open the number 9 door all by myself. I mean, Alice wouldn't have 9 points yet, and I can't leave her behind. Please, will you pick Betray?
Is this real?
20 seconds remain
Is this real?
until Ambidex game polling
Is this
closes.
real?
There's only one thing I can think of.
At first I thought she was just joking, like, ha, you thought.
There's only one thing I can think of.
What?
And that is that before we went in here, like, Tenmyoji talked to Clover and said, I'm gonna vote betray and kill him, and Clover's trying to help us right now. Because this is so out of character for everything that Clover has been in every other run.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense for her to pull the selfish card and have us vote betray so that she can get out. It has me confused which way is actually going to be, because I want to try and pick the wrong one first, but now Clover's throwing a fucking loop into that. Because with this being our last run, Clover has never acted like this before. Even when she's gotten 9 points from other times when we voted betray, she didn't want to leave.
No.
Alice had to shove her through the door. This does not match Clover at all.
Which is why I thought she was doing a bit at first.
I think she's doing a bit to try and actually protect us in a way without immediately making us worry and get angry at Tenmyoji. That's my thought. I could be wrong. And the game's doing something weird, which I'd find really weird if just on this one little branch Clover's out of character. It'd feel really weird, but let's see. Let's see. The voting machine was in front of me. I didn't have much time left to think. Would I keep around with Tenmyoji or pick ally? Would I betray him for Clover and
If you just pick Betray for me, then I'll listen to anything you say.
if she legitimately gets 9 points and walks out the door, I have to go back onto the weird fucking body switching theory, because it does, it's either that or it's to this point the writing has been, to what I've noticed, consistent to an extent. This does not match Clover if she just gets 9 points and fucks off. It does not match her character. If she does march off and there's no reason for that, this is the stupidest fucking ending of the game. I'm just gonna say that.
Unless it's just pure fan service.
But no, it just doesn't make any sense. If that's what, this has to be a way to protect us. In the end, there's only one possible answer.
3,
Or this is like
1.
an even bigger test from Tenmyoji indirectly. He's like, what if you just like, hey, do everything you can to try and get him to pick betray, and if he doesn't, then I really know.
That was the other thought I was thinking that could happen. And once again, if they talk before, be like, hey, I'm literally gonna throw this line out there. You do it. There's a few ways to do it. You know what? Fuck it. I always go the betray route. But before I go that way, well, the music's nice and quiet and I can think, because I'm having my think-thonk going on. Am I positive on this? Absolutely not. But I'm going to throw something out there. That'd be kind of cool in a way. And it could also play off of, when you go down because it's all down like the main route where it's talking about the multi-world theory and Schrodinger's cat and all that, which hasn't really popped up much beyond the AB rooms. So, in a test site like this, back on a project of some kind, Radical 6 was unleashed. I'm going to assume that an outsider, probably from Free the World, because
Free
they
the Soul.
or Free the Soul.
Free the world.
They were going to free the world, all right. Free the Soul, an outsider snuck in, infected the project, which then caused it to be sent out through the world and kill
But
tons
what
of
about the
people.
whole bioweapon thing that Alice was talking about?
No, that's the bioweapon. Is that the beginning of the experiment was the purpose of it? So hear me out. What if what's going on now is, hear me out because it's a bit of a stretch.
Oh God!
But
you're smiling.
when
That
you go
scares
down
me.
quantum physics, things like this can get really weird. We're replicating the events. We let someone who was potentially infected with Radical 6 or is going to infect others with Radical 6 inside this building, and we've essentially redone everything. What if the purpose of what Akane and, Zero Senior and everything has done is to replicate the process of how Radical 6 broke out, to remedy it, to fix the timeline and save humanity? I know it sounds fucking weird, but hopefully you get what I'm saying.
Kind of.
Is that they've essentially created a Schrodinger's Schrodinger's box situation.
To figure out what to do in the past?
Either that or literally to reset the timeline, because everything that's transpiring in here can be essentially the same as what happened before, but we're changing the results inside the box so that Radical 6 never made it out. And once again, actually, as you're referring to, kind of affect the past and reset and save humanity. Does that make sense at all?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad that came through, because that might be, that's my thought of what could be going on, of why they were so like, we have to let Dio in, we have to infect them with Radical 6, because we need them to get the cure for it. And the way we're going to do that is by using people who can access the morphogenetic field, who can access the various worlds, because they know that we can't. Luna knows that we can go through various fucking timelines ourselves, so it's not a surprise. I think we're literally essentially Schrodinger's boxing what happened that made Radical 6 go out to rectify it, so that when we open the box, it would be as if Radical 6 never occurred. That's my thought. Fuck you, Temioji. I'm just putting that out there. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk.
Round 2 of the Ambidex
That's actually one of your more
has
sensible
been
theories.
completed.
Even though it's probably, like, realistically, like, from real world standpoint, the fucking craziest thing I've ever said.
Oh, well, yeah.
When it comes to the Zero Escape world, honestly, pretty fucking close
pretty
to
on par.
Pretty on par. That's kind of exactly how 999 worked. We fixed Akane in the past from the future.
Focus.
Yeah, that's a...
Thank you.
Yeah, all right.
You already
Clover?
spent so much time talking.
I did. Clover? Did I get sent to a bat? Did you play me for a fool? Did you play me for a fool? We're just walking straight.
Wow.
We're getting played for a fool. We're getting played for a
Round
fool.
2 of the
Yeah, they got
Ambidex
us.
will now be displayed.
Ladies and gentlemen, they got me.
Please
What do you mean?
direct your attention to the results screen.
There was no talking amongst each other or anything.
There's a lot of ways to get got. What are you talking about?
Well, like you alluded to, of Temioji, do a test. Can I really trust him? Are you going to be able to woo him? That's exactly what happened. Because there was no talking between us. It just put us straight to this, so.
We're always the last.
Yeah, it's because it
For
gives us
dramatic
the...
effect. Yep.
You son of a bitch. Pa, pa, pa. And they're going to beat me up. Unless somehow they throw a weird
Have
thing,
been
weird
assigned
wrench in the plan.
Or subtracted accordingly. Please check
Fucking
your
Dio.
wrist
Look at him.
to see your
He always does.
He did do betray. Fucking asshole.
Yeah, you said against Luna he wouldn't, but he
Yeah.
did.
I don't know why I thought that.
He's par for the course. Hey.
So, that's how it is, huh? Promises are made to be broken, I see.
Sorry. I just couldn't bring myself to trust
I could have chosen betray and killed you. That was a possibility.
Yeah. After all, you did choose betray in the last
That
round.
was a completely different situation.
Was it?
Well, in any event, your idiotic paranoia has given Clover 9 BP. How do you intend to deal with that?
Don't worry. She'd never try and open the...
Really? Then what's that?
Huh?
Look, I believe she's standing in front of the number 9 door right now.
What the hell? No. No way.
What? That's so out of character for her, though.
Like, let's see if anything weird happens. It is genuinely out of character.
Yeah.
The number 9 door.
She opened it.
Shit.
Is anyone gonna hold her down? Clover! What the hell are you doing?
Sorry. Alice gave me an order, though.
Well...
Clover, you have to get out of here and call for help. My BP's down to 1. I'll have to play the AB game at least 3 more times in order to get to 9. If someone beats me to it, then we'll be trapped here forever. That can't happen. I'm giving you an order as your commanding
That
officer.
makes sense.
Escape.
Yeah, that one...
There we go.
Said with a lot less stress in her voice, but what about the promise you made me?
Promise?
You said you'd listen to anything I said.
So, I am, aren't I? I can sure hear you well enough. Every little word is reaching my ears, isn't it?
You...
What? Were you thinking of something gross? You're a perv.
Come on now. At least you didn't call me a little man.
The number
Yeah, I know it's open. 9 seconds, I know.
Anyway, I did what I promised, so I'll be heading off now.
Clover!
Clover!
Fucking bitch!
Damn.
I'm getting out of here!
Hey.
God, he's so aggro, dude. Dio leapt toward Clover with a roar, but she danced quickly aside, dodging his punch with ease.
Bye, guys.
The last carefree grin, she leapt through the number 9 door.
Bye. My girlfriend told me to leave, so I'm going.
Yeah.
You can't tell me they're not gay for each other.
Maybe. Oh, man. Okay, that one makes a bit of sense. She was just like, hey, you need to get out of here. This is an order from the commanding officer. Okay. I'll accept it. I'll allow it.
Sindri vibes. Only you get that. Well, not only you.
Yeah. The other people that get that are not watching this.
Well, dark.
D&D rep. Well, kind of.
Yeah.
She wasn't there for the event.
The number 9 door.
Same energy,
have
though. You
been
can't tell me.
unlocked.
No.
Escape is not possible. Please
Enjoy your stay. At Flora.
Hey, guys, this isn't my fault.
Shit.
All we can do now is wait for her to call for help.
Help, huh? Let's hope there's still someone who can.
What's that supposed to mean? I would have told you if you voted ally. You prick. You tell me you said nothing, just shuffled off to the yellow door and out of the room. The cold silence descended on the rest of us. It was a silence that promised to remain for a very, very long time.
Neat.
All right, perfect. Yeah, that's about it. I was expecting a bad end from that one, so cool. Figure that it's like, we ally, then he tells us, he spills the beans, all that stuff. I was expecting us to get demolished by something. I'm glad it made sense in the end, though.
Same.
Forgot about Alice's whole commanding officer bit from the other line, and that she would probably try and do
She's a
that.
commanding officer, all right.
I'm gonna go over here now. Jump. Fast forward. Talk about morphogenetic Schrodinger's box of time and space. Now that's a way to fucking combat terrorism. You mess with the space-time continuum.
Oh my
That's how you
God.
do it. You know what? I might be onto something. I don't fucking know at this point. But like you said, that's ironically one of the best theories I've had so far.
Yeah.
But hey.
Ally! Sorry, Clover.
All right.
Results from round 2. Please.
Yep, yep. So I voted ally, right?
Yeah.
I didn't hit betray by accident again?
No.
Okay, cool. I kind of zoned out on that.
What?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yep, they're doing that whole thing.
Hey, friends.
Did Alice's picture show up there? Or did Kay knock out Alice again? I don't know.
I don't know.
Points have been assigned or subtracted.
Why would Kay knock out Alice to vote ally?
I don't know. It only showed 5 pictures and that confused me because I thought we had 6. Did 6 people go in? Forgetting about us.
1, 2, 3.
So Alice,
4, 5.
Kay.
Yeah, Luna's not here.
Right, for Luna stay behind. Alice, Kay, Phi, Dio, Clover, Temioji. But there should have still been 6 if you don't include us. Temioji, Clover, Dio, Phi, Kay, and Alice. That'd be 6, but only 5 pictures showed up.
Please check your bracelet.
I didn't pay enough attention, goddammit.
Updated bracelet points.
No, there's 6.
Well, 6 now.
Looks like you managed to trust
But
me.
that's including us. I didn't see Alice and her nails.
Oh.
Well, it seems like I made the right choice.
Only did what I said I would.
You really helped me out.
I could
Thanks.
say the same thing. No need for thanks.
The corner of his mouth twitched into a grin. I felt myself smile a little in response. Clover, on the other hand, looked less than pleased.
That was a bad choice, Sigma. And after I told you I'd listen to anything you said.
You can't fool me!
Oh well, whatever.
I wonder if Kay stopped Alice from voting betray. Because she would probably do that out of self-preservation of like, I need to protect myself, you son of a bitch.
She just had Clover try and seduce us.
Yeah, because Alice has 1 point. Of course she would try and vote betray. Interesting, yeah. So Kay may have tried to stop her.
You didn't even read that, by the way.
I didn't?
No, you didn't.
Across the room, Dio and Phi were already confronting one another over their own results.
You have a habit of
Tried
doing
to
that.
kill me and Luna. Can't say I'm surprised.
Ah, don't give me that. You know exactly what I was doing. I knew you weren't stupid enough to pick ally. You'd defend yourself with betray, just like I would. Wait, where's Luna?
In the infirmary, looking after Quark.
Is that where Alice went too?
Alice? No, she went into one of the AB rooms with Kay.
Yes, we did indeed enter together. When the doors opened, however, she left, somewhat unsteadily, in the direction of the cyan door.
Uh-oh.
She left the warehouse?
Indeed.
I think she's,
Without even checking the results?
Correct.
Well.
There was little reason to check them.
Yeah, it's not like Quark was gonna betray you.
Indeed.
Everyone,
You two still choose ally.
just go to the crew quarters.
Man, what a pair of bleeding hearts.
I know it's
If
in
you
the crew
say so.
quarters.
Being mocked for my compassion is a small price to pay for retaining my humanity.
Ha!
Where did
You
Alice
what?
run off to?
While we were in the AB room, she mentioned being quite tired. Perhaps she went to one of the cabins to rest.
Uh-huh.
Oh, well, I guess that would make sense.
She went to rest for good.
Oh my god.
An ominous rumble filled the warehouse.
The Ambidex
Yep,
round
start round.
is the
No unlimited usage.
Yep.
We open the gates as many times as we want.
That means the star keys can be used to play the AB game any number of times. If I understood that announcement correctly, that is.
Hey, didn't Zero Jr. say something about this?
Didn't I say that I don't care about you?
Your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too.
Yeah, he did. You guys all show me your bracelets. I want to see what all our colors and groups are this time. Within moments, a series of wrists were extended for me to examine. Okay, I think that's Phi.
Yeah.
Pair. Oh god, or
Or is
was
that
it?
Phi?
It might have been Dio. That looks more like
Oh
Phi.
no, because Phi has 1 right now. Yeah.
Yeah. That's an 8 for us.
That was
You.
Tenmyoji. That's us.
Oh.
No, wait,
No,
that's
that's
us.
We're just so fucking we'll get it all of it. Huh? It looks like all the colors are weird. Clover's a cyan pair and Phi's a magenta pair, but I'm usually a yellow pair.
The 3 solos are red, green, and blue. K's red, Dio's green, and you're blue.
You think we would know their hands by now?
They all look too fucking similar, dude. Except for Alice with her shining blue nails.
I know. Yeah.
And how are we supposed to open a house to group up
NK. Yeah.
for the chromatic doors? I think they're gonna be white this time.
Oh, yes. Dio told me about them.
Alice,
Very
Kay, and
interesting.
Quark. And Luna with her sleeves.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're white, all of them. I had a good look while I was waiting for Sigma to show up down in the warehouse.
You should have seen them then too, Phi.
Yeah, I did. You're talking about the doors in the floor B warehouse, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah, so lay it on us. How are the groups going to shake out this time? Find out and began to explain. Because the 3 people are technically missing from us right now. But option A, Temioji, yellow, and me, blue, would form one group. Phi, magenta, and Dio would form another group. Clover, cyan, and Kay, red, would form the third. Who exactly our extra partners are, we don't know.
Huh? Wait, you mean there's only one option?
Yeah. There's no other way we can group up to make white. Alice, Luna, and Quark aren't here to show us their bracelets, so we don't know for sure what their colors are. But it's pretty clear they'll all be pairs.
It's probably the dead Alice. It's part of ours.
Partner.
So they'll be yellow, magenta, and cyan, right?
Alright, what now? We've got plenty of time until those white doors open.
Yeah, about an hour it looks like.
I'm gonna go find Alice.
Ooh.
Of course. I'll come with you then.
Want me to come as well? Clover gave her a shrug, and the 2 of them headed out through the cyan door.
You forgot a whole word.
I did. We hear a scream moments later.
Do I really need to say it?
You're going to see Quark? The infirmary, right? You're going to go check on Quark?
Yeah.
Gave me a nod and trotted out through the yellow door. That left only 3 of us, Dio, Kay, and myself. What are you guys going to do?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna head over to the lounge and have a drink.
That sounds about right.
You want to tag along, Kay?
Are you making fun of me? I find it rather hard to drink with this mask on.
Ah, right, of course. My bad.
Want to go take a nap?
Oh, I'm out. Later.
I think
With
you're
a
gonna go
lazy
play
wave of
another
his hand,
bomb.
Dio
You
slouched off
bomb
toward the magenta door.
bitch.
Took me a moment to realize Kay was following him.
Hey, what is this? You following me?
No, you must be mistaken. I hope to investigate floor B further. There are still several rooms I haven't visited.
Okay. You don't have to tell me your life story.
Strangle him.
See ya.
Do it.
Kill him.
Kill the bastard. That's why you're my besto friendo. Their conversation ended as they reached the door and stepped through it.
Squish his skull like a grape.
And then it was just me. All alone. With my thoughts. And weird screams in the distance.
What?
Alright. What should I do?
Tonight's that eclipse, remember? What a way to end 2028, huh?
Of course.
Now I know where I've heard that voice.
What?
It sounds like the Futaba's dead.
It does sound a little bit like him,
He's
yeah.
just doing a higher register.
And did he do a voice on
Yes.
one of the earlier flashbacks? Yeah.
He was a
that was way
detective
long
in
ago.
the- in the
Yes,
prisoner
way long
dilemma.
ago, yes.
Yeah, he was just doing a higher
Yeah.
register. Okay, I'm not
I need to
insane.
get the rest of the story out of Temioji. Words were scarcely out of my mouth before I set off at a dead run toward the hallway down to the infirmary.
It was really messing with me. I'm like, where have I heard this voice?
I also recognized we
yeah,
couldn't
but
quite-
it's a higher register.
Huh? There's nobody here.
What?
The room was completely empty. I edged forward and peeked around the partition. There he was. Temioji. He was standing next to Quark, apparently oblivious to my presence, looking down at something in his hand. A picture? Must have made some small noise because he suddenly looked up, saw me and hastily shoved the photo back into his pocket.
You know who else would look at a photo? You know who else would look at a photo, Evan?
What was that?
Is it a picture of your sister?
It was a photo of something, right?
Is it a picture of your sister?
Was it yours?
Forget it.
Is it a picture of your sister?
But all the stuff we had with us when we got grabbed was taken away. Why were you hiding it?
Why should I tell all of you about one measly photo?
Anyway, where's Luna?
I asked her to leave. I wanted to be alone with Quark for a bit. So, why are you here?
I'm telling you.
I mean, it could be. I wanted to hear the
The
rest.
rest of what? What the hell are you talking about?
I'm talking about that simulated manned mission to Mars. I heard they're recording about
I
it.
don't have any idea what you're talking about. I'm getting old.
You little...
Memory's not what it used to be.
little bit...
Seem to be forgetting a lot of stuff lately.
Hey, nice try, Bal, but you're not getting away with it this time. You remember something, all right? You remember so much, you told me it'd take way more than 10 minutes to tell it all. As far as I'm concerned, we got, oh, look at that, 50 minutes.
You really sure you want to know?
Yes.
Huh?
Maybe I'll tell you, and then you'll regret it. Maybe you'll wish you'd kept your fool mouth shut.
What?
Just think about all the hopes you've got for the future, and all the happy memories of your past. What if what I have to tell you makes everything you've ever believed ring hollow, and the whole world just crumbles around you?
Damn.
Well, I mean, when you drop this, I can't just stop the episode
Sure
yet.
you want that?
Come on, you don't need to threaten me.
This isn't a threat. I'm being honest here. Are you really, truly prepared?
Oh, well, of course. I never got the chance to say I am. Oh, let me guess. Before I could, Fi
Surprise
exploded
Pikachu.
into the room.
Surprise Pikachu face.
Her face a mixture of anxiety and fear. I wonder what happened.
Good. There you are.
You sound very calm. Did something
Alice.
happen?
Alice is...
Dead?
Look, just come with me, all right? She's in the number 2 cabin.
Yup, that's where it always is without waiting for a response. Fi spun around and ran back out of the room.
God damn it.
Tomoji and I exchanged a quick confused look, then leapt up and took off after her. Well, once more. Yeah.
Yep.
Yup.
Blood on her
Alice.
hands from stabbing herself.
Yeah. The first thing I saw when I stepped through the door was the blossom of red on her chest. It felt as if I'd walked straight into a brick wall. I stopped short, my body refusing to move. No. Why did this happen? I forced one shaking foot forward, then the next. My legs began to buckle, and I put a hand against the wall to steady myself as my heart thundered in my chest. Calm down. Calm down. This looks pretty bad, but you don't actually know anything yet. It's not like I've seen this like 4 times by now. Yeah, that's right. Maybe it's not too late. Maybe we can still save her. Then at last, I pressed my finger to her neck, and those hopes were dashed. No pulse. Clearly, she wasn't breathing either. Her pupils had dilated hideously, making her face seem somehow inhuman. No. No, it's not true. Why? Then I noticed it. All the blood must have distracted me, but now I saw that there was a scalpel buried in her chest. Judging by the position of its handle, she had been stabbed through the heart. I felt a sympathetic twinge of pain in my own chest, and my stomach lurched. Bile and hopelessness rose up in my throat. I stood, hands balled tightly into white-knuckled fists, and took a deep breath. All around me are familiar faces. The room with the rest of Nonary Games participants, except, of course, for Quark, the true culprit. I wanted to ask which one of them had killed her. Even if it had been one of them, though, there was no way they'd answer. All I could do was stare at each one of them in turn, asking myself, is this person a murderer? Looks they traded with one another suggested that I wasn't the only person wondering if they were standing next to a killer. An unsettling silence filled the room. Clover was the first to speak.
Who did this?
Fi? Fine, girl. You good, or is everything fast forwarded for you? Oh, you're back.
Yeah, she was just. It was just the I found a dead body face.
Please, Clover, calm down. We don't even know if she was killed.
Whoa, take it easy, man.
Then what happened? An accident? You think a scalpel just dropped from the ceiling and stabbed her?
Cool it, kid.
You did it, didn't you?
You nuts?
Then who
Not
did
this
it?
time.
Who killed her?
Clover, even if we assume that she was murdered, that doesn't necessarily mean the killer was one of us, does it?
Wait a minute. You went into the AB room with Alice during the last round, didn't you? Something happened in there, didn't it?
No, nothing happened.
Don't lie to me! There's no way Alice would just run off like that! She wouldn't leave me! Something happened! If she was going to leave, she'd tell me! She...
Hey, Clover.
She loved you.
Don't you think just assuming Alice was murdered is jumping the gun a little bit?
How can you look at her and say that? Scalpels don't just stab people all by themselves!
Exactly.
But the people do.
Oh, I see. I get it now. You're all in on it.
Oh my god.
Aren't you?
Clover. Oh god, she's gonna massacre us all.
It wasn't just
Oh no.
one killer. It was 6. No wonder you're so anxious to say this wasn't a murder.
Clover, please, just settle down.
Fine. Show me some proof then. Prove to me in 10 seconds that you didn't murder my friend, or I'm going to kill every last one of you bastards!
Oh shit.
You're all going to die just like she did!
Oh boy. Hey, hold on a minute.
9, 8,
Bruh.
7,
Can
Clover,
someone knock her out?
5, 4,
Anyone got any one of them injection guns on you?
3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Stop.
I wonder if there was supposed to be a lock there at some point, but I got enough.
Mm.
Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide.
Yeah, I think so.
Suddenly, Clover moved. I leapt forward and clamped my hand around her wrist.
What are you doing?
Don't fucking accenting version 2, okay? You're better than this. But you know what? We're gonna stop her from committing a massacre again. Next time.
Oh my god.
Oh man. I want to know what the hell Timmy OG knows. He had me hook, line, and sinker. I need the tea,
She said he
sis.
has some freaking
I need the tea.
world-shattering information.
He's really like, if I tell you, I'm gonna fuck you up. This is gonna mentally scar you.
Yeah.
And you can't just say that and fucking dangle that and rip it away from me. I need
He
that.
was looking at a picture. I'm telling you right now.
I've never been off of that train.
No.
I have been on it and said, Clover wouldn't realize it because no one realized the old woman was Akane, and that has been confirmed now. If he's the same age as Akane, age forward, no one have any idea. I am very down for that being a possibility, adding in another person in there.
And that photo scene just then was another parallel from younger him.
Yeah.
So, just saying.
The question still becomes Quark, of how he would
Ooh,
be
his Quark, yeah.
like grandson or something. I don't fucking know, but it almost makes me wonder if Quark is one of the big keys, if my theory has any basis for it to succeed. I don't know.
I don't know.
But hopefully he gives us a fucking answer.
Yeah.
So if you're saying we're 60 years in the future, can you tell me what Quark is then?
You know what? Because remember, I remember Santa's real name was Aoi.
Yes.
Aoi is blue in Japanese.
Yeah.
What is Tenmyoji's shirt color? Blue!
It's easy, baby.
That was a joke, but seriously, I do think it could be him.
Totally. 1000%. I'm with it.
Yep.